Hello, good people of YouTube. Welcome back to the tea party. I thought that I would do something a little bit different from what I normally do. Usually I like to take you guys on little snippets of our day or little adventures that we like to do here in Winnipeg. As you saw in my very first video, we used to live in Thailand. We moved from there to Canada. And one of my favorite things about Thailand is their food. It is just so good. If you've ever been to Thailand, you would know that the food there is like probably some of the best food that you'll find in Asia, in all of Asia. Austin and I really love cooking and we really enjoy eating Thai food. So we've learned how to cook Thai food, something that we didn't do as much while we were there, which is odd, but we kind of just picked it up moving back home. Obviously, it's a little bit tricky finding some of the ingredients, especially in Winnipeg, because it's so much smaller of a city. Anyhow, so something that is one of my favorite things to make is called KRAPOW, which is translated into basil chicken. It is one of the most popular dishes in Thailand. If you visit Thailand, you are sure to try this. It's super easy to make and super quick. So I thought that I would share my knowledge with you guys. And if you like Thai food and you like spicy food, then this is definitely a dish that you have to try. Like I said, this meal is quick, it's easy, you don't need a ton of ingredients for it. Okay, enough talking, let's get cooking.
First, you're gonna need to gather some fish sauce, oyster sauce, sweet soy sauce, and regular soy sauce. Regular soy sauce is not pictured here, but I did add it, which you will see later on in the video. The most important ingredient, if you cannot find any of these ingredients, you must add this one, Thai Holy Basil. It's what makes KRAPOW KRAPOW. If you don't have basil, you don't have KRAPOW. So we're gonna chop this up finely. Next, we're gonna add some olive oil to our pan and we're gonna just let that bubble for a couple minutes. And we're gonna add in our garlic. You're gonna add in your red onion and Thai chilies. Normally we like to use red Thai chilies, but the green ones work just as fine. How many chilies you add depends on how spicy you like it. Next, you're gonna add your ground meat and you're gonna stir that around until it is nice and brown, just like you see here. This is actually ground pork. We just prefer pork over chicken. Next, you're gonna add in about a tablespoon of brown or white sugar. Now you're gonna add about a teaspoon of fish sauce. Be careful with this, it is very salty, so tread lightly. I always like to start with a little, and then if I need a little bit more later on, I can always add it. Then you'll add in your oyster sauce and your sweet soy sauce. Because we've made this meal so many times, we kind of just eyeball it, as you can see us just pouring directly from the bottle. I recommend that you measure if it's your first time making it. Do about a tablespoon of the sweet soy sauce and a tablespoon of the oyster sauce to start. Then you'll add a little bit of soy sauce. Banana peppers and green onion are optional ingredients. We like them, but you do not need to add them. But you do, however, need to add the basil. The more the merrier. That's what gives it this delicious scent and the flavor and that beautiful color. Load her up, stir it around, and that's really the final touch. And last but not least, we're going to fry an egg. As you can see, I have lots of oil in my pan here. This is not how I normally fry eggs, but for this particular meal, you do want it to have that crispy edge on the outside, and you want to keep the yolk as runny as possible. That is how they serve it in Thailand, and so that's how we do it here.
I'm gonna let you go. Please, please, please tell me how it went for you. I love sharing stories about food. I love eating. I love cooking, and I love hearing about how it went for you. So if you could drop a comment down below. We obviously made different variations, so we like experimenting with different things. So if you have done something different and you've changed the recipe around a little bit, then please let me know because I'd love to try it myself. So I'll leave the recipe in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. If you've enjoyed this recipe, then please let me know. I have so many more that I would love to share with you guys. Okay, anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for joining. I will see you guys later. Bye!